So Fred was my beloved brother. He took me under his wing when my dad died when I was 9, and took me everywhere he went. And I hung around with him and his buddies. Um, and
Okay.
I was as big as any of those guys. So
Okay, so this moves on to talking about your spouse a little bit. So it's about Chris.
yeah,
And said, what message do you have for Chris that you want her to always keep in mind?
I love you, Chris.
Uh,
You are the best. You are the best. You've taken me from health through this time of challenge, this health
she's
problem
been
that we're faced with.
steadfast and loving.
Steadfast and loving and careful, and she's just been an amazing human being. That if even a quarter of the world were as loving as she is, it would just be a whole different planet.
And that's what you want her to keep
That's
in
what I
mind.
want her to keep in mind, and to teach the rest of the world to be as loving and as caregiving as she is. And my children, the same thing, that they need to care for each other and care for the world and love each other.
And how would you want to be remembered? And if you
Just-
had to just for your grandchildren, from
yeah.
Chris's family to, all the people you've touched in your life, how would you just want to be remembered?
That I love them all, every one of them, wholeheartedly, without any reservations, no matter what they've done or didn't do, no matter who they are or who they aren't. I love them all. I just love them all, and I want to be known as the loving Uncle Dick.
So love each other.
Love each other. Yeah,
That's
love each
the
other.
motto.
That's it.
Just
Yeah,
love each other.
and be good to each other. Yeah. Yep.
Okay, so when your grandchildren are thinking about their careers, what do you want your children to focus on?
My children.
When you think about their careers, what do you want your children to focus on? So your children, not your grandchildren. So your children, when they're thinking about their careers,
Well, I got 2 out of the 3 that are pretty well on their road. The third one, I just keep praying finds her road, and then it pays off for her. I just don't want her to struggle for the rest
so
of her
how do
life.
they tell whether it's a good path or not a good path? That's how do
You
you?
gotta know by the gut. Your gut has got to give you the warning signs. You've got to follow your gut. You got to follow the signals that you're getting from your gut, and just don't let it take you down the wrong path.
And the people that you've interacted with, what have you learned about other people in life from them? What have you learned about other people? They can be trustworthy, they can be mean, they can be kind, but what have you learned?
Well, you just be who you are.
Yeah.
Be who you are. Don't be who they want you to be, and keep your eyes open.
And so it's usually about them, not about you.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Keep
so
your eyes
not to
open.
take everything personally
No,
all the time, because a lot of times it's really what they're dealing
That's
with
right.
inside of them.
yeah. Did you see my gun? Did you see my new rifle?
No, you haven't showed it to me.
Okay, you got to come up there and see it.
I was wondering, yeah, we'll talk about that.
It's pretty
we'll,
cool.
We'll talk about our next visit.
It's pretty cool.
Okay.
Okay.
What do you think that the world needs more of right now?
Another gun. No,
No.
I'm kidding. What does the world need right now?
What do you think the world needs more of right now?
More love.
More love,
More understanding.
more
More
consultation.
intellect. More,
Yeah.
all the good stuff. It just needs more of the good stuff. And to throw away all the bad stuff.
Okay. And what do you believe people want the most in life? What do people really want out
They
of
want
life?
peace. They want happiness. They want to feel like they're worthy of love and worthy of friendship, and they just want to have what everybody else has, and that doesn't mean.
Okay, Dad.
Yeah.
We've just got a few more questions, but
Okay.
what were the 3 best decisions you ever made?
The one decision that is the most important is deciding to fall in love with Chris McKnight Stages. She is truly the blessing of my life. That's number 1. Number 2 is my decision to quit smoking. That one is really a very powerful one that probably saved my life now. I wouldn't be alive right now if I hadn't have done that. The third one.
Best decisions.
Best decision. I think enlisting in the Army and going over and fighting in the Vietnam
Now,
War.
why would you pick it?
Why would I pick that?
Yeah.
Well, it really was the most traumatic in terms of impactful, and knowing what life and death was all about, and making sure that I was doing the right thing for the right reason.
So it made you more present in valuing life and in
Valuing life, valuing the future, valuing mankind, knowing that I'm fighting my own brother, which
Yeah.
is so ridiculous.
A lot of people aren't awake in their
They're
lives
not
to
even
know.
awake, not even aware
And
of
you
that.
were awake after
Yeah.
that, a trauma,
Oh,
almost
yeah.
like a trauma.
Well, and here I am, I'm riding around the streets with this Vietnam stickers all over my car. I'm looking around, I don't see anybody else. Where the hell are the rest of my buddies?
Yeah,
Where are the rest of my guys? Nobody's riding around with Vietnam stickers in the car.
I don't know. I know.
What the hell is going on? Why aren't they
Yeah.
proud of their service?
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm sorry, but I'm proud of my service.
Well,
and
yeah.
I'm gonna show it off every chance I get.
Good.
So
Well,
anyway, those are the three I would say are some of the
Okay.
best. Having children, that's got to be up there with all those three. Marrying your mother, that was a great decision on my part. Divorcing your mother, that was another good decision on my part. Doing what I had to do in every job I had to do it in, going to all the different nations of the world that I've been to. Just for fun, I've been to Japan, I've been to Jamaica, I've been to China 6 times, I've been to Chile twice, I've been to Uruguay twice, I've been to Rio de Janeiro, I've been to Canada, of course, I've been to Mexico many times. So I've been very blessed to be able to go to all parts of this world, and been to Zimbabwe, Africa for 21 days.
your parents didn't have that experience.
They never had that experience.
So seeing the world as one, because you see the heart of all people is red,
Yeah,
is easier for you.
it is easier because
And-
I've been there
And
and
the
I've seen it.
interconnectedness of the human
Oh
family.
man,
So you've been blessed with that.
Paul Simon's
Life.
album video on Graceland.
Uh huh.
If you guys can get a copy of that video, I highly recommend it.
Okay.
It's a phenomenal overview of how people can come together and be unified.
Wow. Really?
Beautiful. Oh.
Okay.
Anyway,
So
yeah,
So with all of your experience and the blessed life you've had,
yeah,
is that what keeps you going through the hard times of your health at this
yeah.
point?
Right now,
It's just
yeah.
it can be overwhelming at times.
No.
And what keeps you going?
Well, in the Baha'i writings, as you all know, there's a beautiful statement that says you are never tested beyond your capacity to deal with a test. Never. And if you believe that, then you can overcome no matter what you get thrown at you. I don't care what it is.
Yeah.
And you can just ride it out and say,
Because-
okay, bring it on.
Because God has given you challenges by everything you've told me today,
Yeah,
from the loss of your father at a young age,
yeah,
all the way through, a stepfather to the difficulties with work throughout your career, as well as a divorce that really shook your foundations, to your brother passing, to now your own health. With the things that you've gone through, you've had a lot of adversity, but you yet have that strong spirit, and you're still a joyful being.
Yeah.
What's keeping you through all that adversity? Because I think that
I'm a Baha'i. That's what it is.
and then you think that the test